Good morning, YouTube! Hey guys, my name is Nicola Dickens. This is Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. Let me share this feed out to the world, and I will be right back with you guys. So today we are reviewing Grateful Dawg from Arizona Organics. So let's share this feed to the world. How is everybody? What are you guys doing today? Anything fun? Anything exciting? It is hump day. Woohoo! Wednesday is finally here. And then 2 more days and then the weekend. Why is my copy and paste functions not working? And here we are. How is everybody today? It is a fun day here in Arizona. It is in the mid 80s, so it is getting kind of warm, and I am actually, amazingly enough, on time, and I thought I was going to be really late. But I will explain all of that in just a minute. Let me get this on Instagram, and let's move on with this dab. So today we are smoking on Grateful Dawg concentrate from Arizona Organics. This is beautiful golden concentrate. Thank God it's in a little container, otherwise I'd be smoking sand. So let's go ahead and pull this down, and let's go ahead and start us off with a dab. What a day. So yesterday I went and saw my therapist. Something I don't like to admit most of the time, but with everything that's been going on and the surgery coming up and this cyberbullying crap that's been going on, I decided I needed to actually follow through with that appointment and see my therapist. And she helped put my head back on straight. So for all of you guys, I do apologize. The last couple of weeks has been not cool. For the most part, we've had people come into the feed. I've said my piece, they've said their piece, it's been going back and forth, and honestly, I'm over it. Let's just move on and onward and upward at this point. So guys, I apologize for all of the drama. We are going to get away from that, get back to our weed reviews, get back to feeling better. I went ahead and followed through with actually seeing my therapist yesterday, because yesterday was the first time I actually had a shitload of anxiety coming on to do my review, simply because I didn't know if I was going to have somebody in here talking their smack, because, you know, people can't leave well enough alone. And that's just the way that it works. Everybody has to have their damn drama, and I had to remember that it was okay to not be liked. And I'm good with that. And, you know, I actually kind of missed the hate on yesterday's video, so, you know, sweetheart, to the best, you know, to the best future possible to you. I am done. I am not playing this game. I'm not letting you take my feet hostage any longer. So yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We are going to start this out right. We are going to dab this up. We are going to do a hot and hurtful. We are going to get an attitude adjustment that I have so desperately needed. And I have let all of this get way too much to me. I just let it all get to me, and so now I just need to relax and say I'm done. I'm not going to play the game. It's over. So yeah, I apologize, guys. It happens. You know, you're always going to have somebody that you butt heads with. You're going to have something that always happens, and everybody, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and everybody has to hear them. So my feed won't show up for some strange reason, which happens. Sadly. Let's see if I can get it to come up. So I'm trying to get comments, guys. Sorry, I see the comments coming in, but I can't actually actually see them right now, and I apologize. I don't know. There we are. Okay, we are back in there now. Christy Randall, how you doing? Ken Grant. Weed mateys. That's right. We are weed mateys here. Dr. Pepper Powers. So let's do this. Let's have a good time. Let's pick up the energy for this one. And you know something? Mwah, haters, I love you. Cheers, guys. So I really would like to thank my therapist yesterday, Nicole, for really, I mean, she like tore my head off and then she put it back on straight. She told me where I messed up, told me where I could have done things better, and I love that in her. That is amazing. Calling me out of my shit, let me tell you. Woo, woo. Oh, what a day. Dr. Pepper Power. So today we're doing Grateful Dog. This is an 80-20 indica hybrid. You guys know how much I love my indicas. How are you guys? How are your guys' heads? Are they on straight? Are you doing good today? Oh, so let's go ahead and jump right into this and let's do this. So Grateful Dog, it comes from the classic Dawg Waltz and Guapa Kush strains. We got this from Arizona Organics, as always. The Grateful Dog high comes on slowly, filling your mind with happy thoughts and erasing any painful or racing memories or thoughts or emotion or any of that. That is why I picked this strain today, because I think we all just need to have a big inhale and exhale. All the bad vibes go away. So the effects of this are body high, relaxing, sleepy, and uplifted medicinally to treat anxiety, chronic pain, insomnia, muscle spasms, and stress. The negativities are dry eyes, mouth dizzy, and anxious. So as I've said before, I only really got some severe anxiety the first time I ever really did an edible. So I tell you guys these negative things, even though sometimes they don't affect me. So I don't always get the cotton mouth. I don't always get the dry eyes or any of that. But I want to make sure that you guys know that those negative effects are still there. So that dab was a little bit hot and hurtful. It tasted really good. And so far I can start feeling it relaxing in my shoulders, which is a good place to start because that's where I hold a lot of my stress. Yeah, I love these strains. Especially on high stress days or when I have huge decisions that I have to make, I need something that will lower those stress days down, because once that stress starts hitting, I get that nervous anxiety stuff that goes along with it. So my stomach starts to turn, I start getting a headache, I start getting the anxiety to where it's even hard for me to walk out my front door on certain days, to come out into my garden. This is to build my little garden like this, and I'll give you a tour at some point in time. I actually have a little fence that goes across the front of my house. So it's kind of like this is the foyer of my house to me in my head. And that's kind of how I had to build it. So I had to make this my peaceful place so that way I made sure that I walked out the door every single day to get fresh air. Not just because people don't like leaving their house or it's too hot or anything like that, but because I seriously get serious anxiety just walking outside the door, and it really sucks. It really sucks. So let's go and heat this sucker up again. I am going to be totally and completely honest with you guys right now, and I am really embarrassed to say this. I'm sorry. I started watching the Black Mirror series on Netflix, and I am hooked. I am in season 2. I'm finishing up season 2, and these are the oddest groups of shows, and they are every freaking episode is different. Every single one is different. Every single episode has different actors. So it is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. It's like controlled chaos, and it is really kind of cool. So if you guys do have any extra time and you want to have kind of that psychological thriller type of suspenseful drama type of show, check out Black Mirror. It is actually really good. I was actually listening to, and I'm also embarrassed to admit this, I was listening to Impulsive, and Jake Paul and all of them were talking about it on Impulsive. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't watched it up until this point, and there's 5 seasons out there. So I have started binge watching this stupid show. So, yeah, shout out Netflix. You got me today. So, yeah, I'll be dabbing, and then I'm going back inside because I've got to finish watching to see what happens next. It is so weird. The first episode, and this is a spoiler alert, guys, and this is really what it was. My husband and I were sitting down last night, and we were looking for something to watch because we couldn't find anything. And I'm like, I heard about this show on Impulsive today. Let's check it out. He's like, okay. And I put it on, and it has to do with the British Prime Minister. And a princess is kidnapped, and in order to get her back, he has to do a lewd act with a pig on TV. And I'm like, oh my God. And so we watched that episode, and I'm like, okay, so if the pilot is making the Prime Minister do something like this, what is in the next one? I've got to see this. So yeah, guys, check it out. Black Mirror on Netflix. It is actually really, really good. It is really weird. Every episode changes. Every episode is different. Different actors, different premise, different everything. It's like a self-contained movie all in I don't know, these seasons. It's really cool. You guys will like it. Did you watch the Central Park 5 series? No, I've never even heard of that. What's that about? Is it good? I think that's what we're going to have to do on on Monday. We're going to have to sit down and do movie or TV watch, and we'll have to sit down and recommend all these movies or TV to each other that we like. Oh my God, it's so funny. Another series that I've really gotten into, and it's on Hulu, is the Into the Dark series. Oh my God, they did an amazing job with that. I am impressed. Good job, Hulu. But I am that horror cult classic girl. I love those movies. I know that I'm going to sleep good if I can find a good movie that I haven't seen yet, or I haven't seen it in a long time, and it's a good horror flick. I know I'm going to sleep good if I can put that in to fall asleep at night. It's amazing. I am such a weirdo. It's called When They See Us. When they see us. Like when ghosts see us? Now I'm curious. Because that would be right up my alley. If you're talking like ghosts, supernatural, sci-fi. I'm one of these girls that would have to admit that I've been to Comic-Con more than once. I don't know. I don't know. I like to be able to just shed this mask and put anyone on for the day for Comic-Con. And that's what I love the most, is that, everybody sees that outward picture of us, and that I call that our mask. There are things that nobody has ever seen except my husband from me, attitude-wise, and I'm glad he's the only person that's ever seen it, because it's he's given me reality checks a few times. So yeah, I like that. I like being, I like having that honesty, clarity. Call me on my bullshit when I need to be called on it type of a thing. Because, we all have to be called on our bullshit at times. We all live in this perpetual world of, I guess, YouTube indifference to where we think that things don't affect us the way that it really does. I could tell you guys that I've been in a great mood for, a month now, and it's been awesome, whereas behind the scenes, I am freaking the fuck out. I am watching because somebody is stalking me, and it is hell. So, you never know what you'll find. So as always, guys, you know, fuck those masks. Yeah, I feel bad for my husband at times. But he's the only one that knows everything about me. He knows things about me that I don't think I remember. One of the coolest things that we ever did was I was a celebrity shootout babysitter, is what we were called. To where when the Phoenix Suns had their celebrity shootout once a year, certain celebrities came into town and we had to take them out in the town and we had to do all these things. We had to make sure they went back to their hotel rooms single and everything else. I mean, this really goes on. The stories I could tell you. Oh. However, I am bound by non-disclosure, so I can't tell you. Sorry. But yeah, he was there through all of that. So he's the only person that I can bounce some of those things off of, and it's really kind of cool. Some of the coolest celebrities I've ever met that I can actually talk about are the Tuskegee Airmen from World War II. There's not many of them left alive, but I got to meet them 6-7 years ago. I was on the board for a nonprofit, and it was a flying type of a thing. So we went to all the air parks, I guess, around. We did different educational stuff, but we got to meet them, and it was actually just the stories alone were the coolest things I've ever heard, and you want to just, I don't know, you want to hug them and thank them for their service and say, you know, thank you, you made it so, you guys made the war a major thing, you know, to bring our people back, our bombers back, because a lot of our bombers weren't coming back without them. And so they were the coolest people I have ever met. Oh, okay. Let's see. All use of color. 4 African American teenagers and 2 Hispanic American teenagers. I don't have my glasses on me, I'm sorry. Were taken into custody in 2002. And these 5 convictions were vacated and the state withdrew all charges against them. Guilty sentence ranged from 5 to 10 for 4 juveniles and 5 to 15 years for one classified as an adult, 16 because violence of nature of crime, back in 91. All use of color. 4 African American teenagers. What were they taken into custody for, I guess, is the question that I'm trying to figure out. Did they do something wrong? Well, obviously they did something wrong because they were sentenced. What were they, not what were they convicted of, but what did they think they did in 91? Did they murder somebody? I mean, that's the only violent in nature that I could. I'm like, okay, you piqued my interest. Now I have to wait. Hurry up and wait. And that's one reason why I let the comments go a little bit, just so you guys know, is so that way, because sometimes it takes a while for the. You guys put the message in, and then there's a delay, a couple-minute delay before I can actually see what it is. Or I'll see it pop up on the screen up there, but I don't see it on this one. So it's really weird. Just to clean it out the banger. Yeah, we'll do one more for the road. When I started out this morning, I was at a pain level of 9. I was really, really anxious. I was actually coming up with excuses to not do my feed simply because I was like, I don't want any more hate. I can't handle any more hate. And all of that. Now I'm going to have to say my pain level has dropped to about a 7. My anxiety is pretty much almost gone. I'm very relaxed. I do feel some of the muscle tension relief in the bladder area a bit, which is really kind of nice, to be honest with you. We're going to do one last dab, and then we are out of here for today. Tomorrow I will be coming at you with 2 videos. We have an unboxing to do, which I am extremely excited about. You guys are going to be so thrilled. The marijuana groups box came in, and we will be doing an unboxing with that. And I think it is really, really cool. The kids came over for Father's Day, and I was talking to my husband's oldest daughter, and she's actually going to come to the house one day, and we're going to film making the edible together. So I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. So as always, guys, fuck cancer. That one has a burn to it. I would give you a taste of it, but I drank the Dr. Pepper in the middle of it, and I can't remember what it tasted like before the Dr. Pepper. After the Dr. Pepper, you got really a berry, citrusy, sweet flavor to it. That one actually hit me. That one, you feel like your throat's kind of expanding a little bit. It's not real. It doesn't hurt, but it has knocked the wind out of me. Which normally means it takes me a minute before I can breathe again, but then everything starts to feel a lot better. Oh my goodness. I will have to check that out on Netflix. He hasn't said what they did, so I'm kind of curious. My guess is they killed somebody in Central Park. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Whew. So that is it for today, guys. I am fully relaxed. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to watch another part of this series. I'm going to relax a little bit more. I'm going to try to get that bong video for you guys processed and uploaded for you guys. I am trying. I really am. I broke one of the bongs. The other one's chipped. It's not too bad. There's a little bit more space, but then, of course, the other space, you can see where the dust was from the bong that you've dropped. So now you're having to dust everything. So now you're moving everything again. So I am working on that video. I will get it to you guys by this weekend. I promise. I hope you guys have a great day. Mwah! Mad love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button in the face. Bye, guys. Mwah! Oh, now you want to come see me. Hi. Aww. Oh, little huggy buddy. Aw, big little buddy. Little buddy's a huggy. Oh, what? 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 Say goodbye. Bye, guys.